people.
Yeah. I need to do that. I should probably do that and then just share the link everywhere. But
I'll definitely be
we're,
sharing it.
we're- no, hell yeah. Yeah. We'll see. It'll be out there for sure.
Hell yeah! And besides that, what these new like music projects? Do we have any kind of like dates coming out, or is that still kind of like hush hush?
As far as like new music
Yeah, yeah.
or new albums,
Mm.
I would say Pure Brown. Pure Brown's going to be the first album that comes out.
Nice.
And then Mr. McMoney. Well, actually, I don't know. Depending, it's going to be Mr. McMoney, Pure Brown, like pretty quickly, one after the other. But
Hell yeah!
um, we're gonna kind of Mr. McMoney's going to release a few singles and stuff like that, and kind of
Nice.
take it a little bit slower. Midland Band will be after that. Midland Band hopefully by the end of the year, but not sure yet. So yeah, should have 3 new albums by the end of the year. So I'm super fucking pumped about that.
Hell yeah, dude! That's awesome. The people need it, man, because you guys make great music. Anything you're a part of, fucking turns to gold, man.
No, no, dude. I appreciate you so much, dude.
For sure. I appreciate you being here, man. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Later. What a time to be alive, right? It's not all bad. I think it's been revealing to say the least in a lot of different ways. Um I think the whole having to stay at home, not being able to see your friends as much as you'd like to and go out and do stuff that might mainly keep your mind occupied from some of the bad thoughts. That could be very, very hurtful for some people and could be kind of a bad thing. And I can understand that. I can feel that as well. But I think for me, like I can deal with being alone. I've learned how to survive in that. And I think the way I am now, I've learned how to just use that time to try and better myself and do things to, push myself in the right direction in terms of the goals that I'm trying to achieve and whatnot. So that hasn't been the problem. I think what it's been for me, anyway, is like, yeah, this is all great. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm taking risks and I'm going for it. But still, everything just seems like it's all on the inside. You know? I'm thinking about after this is all said and done, like I'm excited for it all to be over and everything to go back to normal or whatever. But I'm thinking about what is my normal? Am I really doing the things that I think I should be doing? Am I really on the right path? Am I really making the right moves? Is anything that I'm actually striving for or any of the connections I'm making, is any of this even genuine? Does anybody even care? I'm out here. Yeah, I love doing this. It's something that I do for myself in a way, of course, obviously, but I'm out here doing a lot of stuff because I want. In my head, it's like, this is something that I would want as a listener, as a consumer, whatever, you know. But you get to that point where it's like, does it even matter? Is anybody listening? Am I adding all this stress, this anxiety, trying to do these shows, trying to do all this extra stuff on the side? Am I doing all this for nothing? Because when everything goes back to normal, Like, am I really headed in the right direction that I think I should be? And that has been the thing I've been struggling with. And it's been rough, but like I said, I think where I'm at now, I can acknowledge these feelings. I can acknowledge how bad I feel and maybe how hopeless and how alone, I seem to be at times. But it's not a sense of like, there's not the sense of urgency anymore, to where this needs to be fixed, to where, oh, I feel alone, I need people now. Oh, I feel so low, I need to feel as high as possible. Like, there was a point in my life where this thing in my head that keeps me thinking all this negative stuff, it was, keeping me down, and it was ruling my life. But now, I don't think I did anything significant. It wasn't one thing that happened that made me this way, but I feel like now I can face that stuff, and yeah, it'll suck for a while. I have really low days, and there's some times where I don't see a way out, but more times than not, I'm able to relay those feelings in a way that is like encouraging, It's like, yeah, I feel that way, but you have to remember, everybody started out somewhere, Maybe no one's listening right now, but all it takes is, those few to get the spark going. And you don't know where it could be 6 months from now or anything. So it's like I've just been trying to find small things like that. Small little bits of encouragement that even though I'm feeling this way at the moment, this isn't going to last forever. Remember where you were 2 years ago, where you could barely handle anything. And now, it's like you have a bad day, but it doesn't feel anywhere near as bad as that. Maybe in the moment it kind of does, but then when you really think about it, you're like, man, like, this is not anything like before. And that's something to be thankful for there. And that's enough for me anyway. That's enough to kind of kickstart the positivity, kind of get the ball rolling in the right direction, not getting it backwards, Because no matter what, life's an uphill fucking battle. It's always going to be that way. And you can either keep fucking trugging along and getting up that hill, or you can keep rolling backwards. And you might think it's going to stop, but it's not going to stop. Either way, you're going to keep going up for a really long time, or you're going to keep rolling for a really long time. It's all your mindset. And I know that probably sounds like bullshit to a lot of people. It sounded like bullshit to me. But here I am 3 years later. And yeah, I still have bad thoughts. Yeah, sometimes I still don't want to go through with anything, and I want to give up. But those times have significantly reduced. I mean, those times have been significantly reduced. And I feel a lot stronger mentally. And I feel like I can live life again. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not perfect. I'm not anywhere, probably near normal as like other people are or whatever, but I'm on my way. And I'm not doing this because I feel like I'm cured or whatever. I'm just doing this to share my experience and hopefully someone can relate to that and feel like they're not alone and that they can do it too. Because honestly, that was one of the things that helped me get through it. Was finding out that some people that I never expected to go through this are going through it the same way that I am, but they're fucking getting through it. And it's like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. I know it sounds cheesy and corny or whatever, but sometimes life's fucking corny. And that's just how it goes. You know, I did a lot of different things. I was on medication. I tried therapy. And, you know, it's been a really long time since I've tried that stuff. At that time, I did not think it helped at all. I finally found something that kept it more consistent. I can rephrase that. You know, I felt like the medication did help for a little bit. But for me, medication was more like, all right, I'm sick. And then it helped me not be sick anymore. Helped me get back on the right track. But after a while, it's like, well, you got to keep taking it. And it's like, well, I don't feel like I need to take it anymore because I'm feeling a lot better. It's like, well, yeah, that's how you know it's working. But then it starts to feel like it's overdoing it. You know, you start to feel like a zombie, or I did anyway. And so that just wasn't the right route for me, I thought. And once I got off of it, once I felt like, all right, this is what it did what it needed to do, and now it's like it's my turn, you know, like I got better, like that was the medicine to get me better and back on my feet. But now it's like rehab time, you know, like I got to train myself to be able to handle this stuff on my own. Because I didn't like those days where I didn't take the pill, and here I am feeling like I don't know, like a fucking sloth, you know, just like even more lazy than normal, just fucking laying around all the time, just feeling like complete death. I didn't like that. And I knew that was because I was dependent on something, you know, and that's not what I thought it was intended for. I was like, I'm so glad this is here so I could kind of get back on my feet, you know, but it's my turn to get the ball rolling for myself. So that's my only issue with medication. I think, you know, in my case anyway, this is all from my perspective. It wasn't something to keep pushing at me, you know. It's like, all right, it helped me get through something, but I don't need it anymore. And I think that's the only thing. It's like we don't see it that way. It's like, oh, you're taking it. It's like if you don't take it, it's going to be really bad. So you have to make sure to keep taking this all the time. And that's not good for somebody in that situation. I don't think, you know, have to feel like they have to do that or something bad's going to happen. So anyway, that was the only thing with that. I thought therapy was all right, but I think I might give that a try again. It was good to talk to people, and I can see now, you know, I'm feeling a little bit better, and it's probably because I'm doing this. You know, this is a little bit of talk therapy. Even though I'm not talking to anybody, still letting it out, still acknowledging that it's real, making it real by, you know, not just having it be thoughts like they're actual words coming out of my mouth. But then I think as soon as that switch happens there, it goes from thoughts to actual words, actual noise, it kind of loses some of its power. So that's the whole point of these segments here, is to just kind of talk about stuff so we can realize, you know, sometimes how real and scary those thoughts are, but also how ridiculous they are. You know, you're not fucking worthless. You're a good person. You are. You've made bad decisions at some times, but it doesn't matter. That's not who you are on the inside. I believe in you, okay? Don't let that keep you down. We're going to get through everything together, I promise. And, you know, sometimes we lose people and it fucking hurts. And sometimes they lose to this, and it's devastating. But the more that we're there for each other, the less I believe that'll happen. So let's be there for each other, and let's stay kind. So thanks for listening to that segment. I hope you got something out of that. If you didn't, let me know. I guess let me know either way. So yeah, hope that was a good episode for everybody at Jake Reisdorff. Remember, Hardbread Productions is out here. We're going to be doing some stuff.